Good evening. It's September 28th already, and tonight we are going to have a look at my brand new website, and we need to look at some Blazor layout options. And I have to learn some things there, so let's start the show. Welcome back. This is my at this time two times a week live coding session where I'm building my website and doing some other new stuff that I wasn't doing before, but also office development is part usually on Thursday. I think I won't be here Thursday because there is a soccer match going on that I have to attend, unless my wife's going, but let's see. My guess is that I won't be here on Thursday, so you have to do it today with me. Let's go to the coding window. We have a nice music from Harris Heller. Let's have a look. We have to go to, what we need to do today is have a look at Blazor layouts. Let's step a little back. Layouts. Let's first start what's here on the web and to learn some things. Check how this looks like. Some app elements, some manual, blah blah, copyright messages. Place a copy of markup for these elements into all of the components of the app. Isn't efficient. Every time one of the elements is updated, every component that uses the element must be updated. This approach is costly to maintain and can lead to inconsistent content. If an update is missed, layouts can solve the problems. A Blazor layout is a Razor component that shares markup. I think my music is a little bit loud. Okay, let's see if I can do that somehow. I think that's better. Now it's really background music. Now layout components. To create layout components, create a Razor layout component defined by a Razor template C# code. Layout components based on the Razor templates use the .razor file extension, just like an ordinary Razor component. Because layout components are shared across an app's components, they're usually placed in the app shared folder. However, the layouts can be placed in any location accessible to the component that use it. For example, a layout can be placed in the same folder of the as the components that use it. Inherit components for layout component base. The component base defines the body property, render fragment type for the rendered content in the layout. Use the Razor syntax body to specify the location in the layout markup where the content is rendered. Following Doctor Who layout component shows how the Razor template of the layout component. The layout inherits layout component base as this one and sets the body between the navigation bar, nav, that's this one, and the footer. It's placed in the shared Dr. Who layout. So let's start up our Visual Studio Code Visual Studio 2020 preview with the new Softass software website. I still need to do things like create a repo on GitHub and push it to GitHub, because this time we don't have any version control. Do you feel Visual Studio 2022 preview is high enough quality to be used in your day job? Oh, what to say. No decision at this time. So let's run this and see how it looks like. Starting .NET.exe. Loading. And this is pretty much the default Blazor website that you create when you create a client-side Blazor website. The home page and the counter to click some counter buttons and to fetch some data from some fake weather forecast thingy. Summer is freezing. So let's and by the way, here's my blog. If I click the blog, I go into my new blog site. If it wants to load today. There is nice scrolling down, and then you have a first article from last year, just before the corona kicked in. And then we enter the corona space. This is going to change. This is actually the content of my old blog site called www.maarten.stam.nl, and here I announced that we have a new blog site. This is the one that you just saw in here. No, not in here, in the blog site. And I created a new one that we are moving to this new location, like in here. This one is now hosted on Azure. The other one is on WordPress.org, I think, maybe, .com. This one is on my own hosted Azure web app. But that's all site information. It's not what we're going to do today. Today we are going to look at the layout in this page. Let's see if we can find this in here somewhere. Let's close the website. Have a look at the thingy here. So where would we find the main page? There's the counter, there's a fetch data, authentication thingy, and the index. The index is just a page with nothing in there. Survey prompt. There's the shared things, the login display. Main layout. I think this is the main layout thing. This is what we are going to do. Let's make that a little smaller, and then we can do something like this maybe. So what if we are going to have this compared You see here there's a header file, a header thingy. Header. And there is also a footer. And then we have the navigation in between. Navigation, well, we have navigation in here somewhere, I think. Nav menu. The nav part. What happens if we do this and put that in there? Then we have something called the body. There's a footer with some trademarks thing in there. Trademark message. There's the body in here. Login display. There's the blog. So let's all disable that. Oh. Something like this, maybe. Save it and run it and see what we have over here. Main layout component. Okay, now we have a header thingy. I click on that, and there's a counter there. Hello, how does this reflect the code in here? You only have a navigation menu. Is this the navigation menu? Not much to navigate, I think. Please fill out a brief survey. Welcome to my new landing page. That's probably in the body. What if we do this? Save. Reload. I don't think it's reloading something. I think this is the menu. This is the close this, run it again. Yeah, now the menu, the navigation now is gone. browser link, then open that browser link. No. Enable browser link. Disabled. Maybe that needs to be done from the start. Browser link is enabled in here. Browser link dashboard. No connections. View in browser. Is it now enabled? Still no connection, so I'm not sure why there's no connection. Learn more about browser link. Let's do that later on. For now, let's focus on the thingy there. Let's have a look at the navigation menu. That's the top row. Put a navigation brand in there. And then we have some flex column. Navbar toggler icon. That's if it's resized. So if you have a look at Dutch.net group.nl, this is the menu with some logo items in there. And this is something like a header area, I think. And then we have the footer in here. Still summer break. This is the footer. Let's see if we can get something like this in there from GitHub. My repositories. In here. Source. Here we have pages. There's some layout in there. I wonder if this was also about this was also Blazor, maybe. Pages. Sections, we have sections in here. Footer content. I wonder where the .NET version is triggered in here. Powered by. Nowhere. Nothing. How is that not in here? Didn't I check that in? Fixed footer. Let's copy this part. Copy. Bring that in the main layout. I have some colors, I think, in my here. Is it hex? Yes, it's hex. Can we do that like this? HSL 2014 99% percentage 28%. I wonder if that's accepted. Soft as in software. Save. Let's run this and see what it's doing. Font should be white. The color seems to be okay, other than that it should be a little bit lighter. I think it should be the UE. Google HSL. Dat is not de hoge snelheidslijn. This is an extra thing. So this is the nice thing with the HSL thing, that you just can put a higher percentage in the third param, and you see it's only getting brighter without changing the color. So what if we create this 50? Save this. It's not hot reloading yet. Apparently. Also the font. Because I'm missing the styles in here. sidebar, no. Do we have a CSS in here, by the way? We do have CSS in here. Button primary, content, color red. So if we do something like footer, I bring in the color, and the background color. Take that over from here. Footer class equals to footer. Oops. Now it's black. Now the footer is completely gone. I accept all. Try it yourself. We don't even need to bring in a class in here. If we just do footer and go in here. Try again. Still not white, blue. Why is it not? Or maybe it's not adopting the HSL. Is that the issue? That might be the issue. And is the app CSS inserted in here? still not done. Well, let's get back in here. Let's run this. What? Is this the original? Oh, that's the same original. Should have copied this one. Interesting. This is the about. This is a little bit different than the real template. Doctor Who database. Master episode list, search, add. So this is navigation. Let's bring it side by side so that we can see what happened here. Let's make that a little bit smaller. So you see in here the header, Doctor Who trademark, the episode database, then the navigation, 1, 2, 3 items, 1 to 3 items, and then the body, trademark message, Doctor Who, that's this one, trademark message. And where is this coming from? This is the body that comes from. Let's pin this. I think it's this one. Yes. So index.razor is picked up as the body content for this part. Survey prompt. Apparently it's styled, the survey prompt. Okay. And then the footer, obviously. Now we're going to have another look on the code here. So this one is the from template. Blazor CSS isolation feature applies isolated CSS styles into the main layout component. By convention, the styles are provided by the accompanying style sheet of the same name. Main layout razor.css. Okay, same name. But there is no footer in here, for instance. Style provided accompanying same name. The ASP.NET Core Framework implementation of the style sheet is available for inspection. ASP.NET Core reference source. Like this. Main layout razor.css. layout. Use the layout razor directive to apply a layout to a routable razor component that has a page directive. And we have a bug in here. We're live debugging. The compiler converts layout into the layout attribute and applies the attribute to the component class. Content of the following episode component is inserted into the Doctor Who layout at the position of the body. So this says this is Doctor Who layout and we'll push episodes in. This is episodes.razor. So let's say we have pages, and instead of pages we will create a new one in here. Add razor page. Let's see, empty. Why there's a double select in there? Index.ch. .razor. This will be called video page. Video.razor. And let's bring this in. So this one is actually a page called routing, routing like video. Let's make this also videos. Layout. Doctor Who layout. The Doctor Who layout is in this case coming from this, the main page. Let's see. Let's bring this in for now. This was saying Doctor Who layout, but this is called in here nothing. It's the same as the main layout. In an app created from Blazor template, the main layout component, is the app's default layout. Because in this case we have this Doctor Who thingy in the main layout. I think we copied that in already. Main layout. There's this Doctor Who thingy. But I would think that instead of creating Doctor Who layout, so we should do something like videos. That was called main layout, I think. And is there a pages directive in the this one here? It's not, I think. Let's see. Use the layout Blazor directive. Now this will bring that in the body. But there's another one, like the index. Well, that's page root. Okay. So if we're now going to run this, so now this is the root, but there's no pages in here. Sorry, there's nothing at this address. So if we make this pages, also not. The question is, why isn't doing this? Episodes with lower videos. It should be videos. Yes, there it is. So what you see is, depending on what you bring into the page directive, it will merge this part into the body of this layout. So what we want to do here is go in here, kill this, then go to the main layout, and the header will not be Doctor Who, but it will be soft as in software. We'll be bringing in some image in there later on, and then we have the navigation, like videos. And we will have an about. Well, let's make that admin. And we have here about. And we will have something like a blog. admin. And we are going to fancy this up later on. Videos. And new will be about. Trademark message. And this trademark message we are going to replace with yours GitHub. Thought I had GitHub in here as well. Here. Copy. This needs to be a string. It's a copyright symbol. Copyright symbol. Or maybe I just can do something like this. There it is. Let's see, we are complete now. This is the footer. Will get a generated trademark message. We have the body will be the video list. If videos is called, that is. Let's see how that looks like. Copyright 2021, so that's generated right now. This is a new title. Video, this is a nav, and this is the body part. Let's try pages. Now videos, that is, videos. There it is. Nothing at this side. https dot blog dot soft as in software.com. Save. I need to find out. I need to make a note of this. Plus page. What I need to do is git repo, and I need to find out about hot reloading. And something about CSS maybe, but let's first focus on this. Also HSL in CSS maybe. HSL in CSS. So if for all the video components we need to make this panel, and we have the about page with all these small panels underneath. Let's continue with this. So what we found here was that you create a page. That page can be pushed into, this will be the main layout in this case. If this would be the starter page. And then you create this razor page that will be pushed into the body if the page is called following HTML following produced by preceding Doctor Who layout and episodes components externets. Markup doesn't appear in order to focus on the content provided with two components. The Doctor Who database heading in the header, navigation bar, and trademark in the footer come from the Doctor Who layout, and the episodes come from the, in my case, the pages. What's this? Yeah, so this is how it's generated, the final result. Specifying the layout directory in component overrides the default layout. Specifying the layout directly in a component overrides the default layout. Set by a layout directive imported from imports component, imports razor, as described by the following. Apply a layout to a folder of component sections. I think that's just this one. Would it be pulling it in if you click here? No. Don't know. Apply a layout to a folder of components. Every folder of an app can optionally contain template files named imports.razor. The compiler includes the directives specified in the imports file in all Razor templates in the same folder and recursively in all of its subfolders. Therefore, an imports Razor file contains a layout. Therefore, an imports Razor file containing layout Doctor Who layout ensures that all of the components in that folder use the Doctor Who layout component. So you don't have to include that anymore. Ensures that all of the components in the folder use the Doctor Who layout. There's no need to repeatedly add layout Doctor Who layout. So this part can be removed if you put this in. So if we go in here with pages, we create a new item, and it's again a razor file, razor page empty. Now we have to select it again. I'm not sure why this is giving us a double selection option. And make this imports of the razor. Now clear all of this, and we are putting this in. There we go. Do we need the dots in there as well? I don't think so. And did I remove it from this one? Yes, I removed it from that one. Control Shift S, saving all. F5. So this is the body from the other file. Now we do videos in here. Still should load the ones with same header in there. And we now included the blog as well. I do think the blog, by the way, should be in target blank. So if you go to here, it should be target equals to blank. Mosquitoes are eating me. Save. 5. Blog. There it is. In a new page. Let's see if we can, we have some picture maybe. Let me see if I have some banner here. File location. So we're a perfect banner maybe. I think that's a nice one. Copy. Close this. Root. Make a folder. Image. Paste in here. This picture is a banner. Let's see if we can bring that in. As an image. Image source. Can we put quotes around that? Because there are spaces in the file name. Copy. Oh. Five. Oh, broken image. That should be let's for now take the spaces out. Oh, and it was also not complete. Maybe something like this. Why is this failing? What's this, F12? Something like that? Source. The image file is not in there. The image folder is not in there. So how do you get this folder in there? Oh, wait, CSS? Yeah, it is. CSS. excuse me. So how does it know where to fetch the... So if I put this one in here, well, it's kind of sneaky, but let's see why this is not working for the other one. Now it's recognized. So why does it know to include the sample data and the CSS, but not the image file, image thing? Sample data. I don't know yet, but let's have a look if this is working for now. Still not working. How come? Oh, we'll have to do that later on then. Loading if forecast is 0. Zero. Let's see weather. So we have videos now. And we have index. Index is apparently the main thing automatically loading. For now, this was working. So if we change this over from here, by the way, it's in the root. Base reference. Some authentication in here as well. Loading, Blazor error. PNG. README file, nothing else. Application is shutting down. Oh, what I wanted to look at is loading, and I did not look at the loading. Let's try that again. Let's see if it's now in the center. There it is, loading in the middle. Yeah. Okay. So next section. So all these pages in here, login display, page, that's the home folder. That should be H2. How is this working for you? That's the middle section. And we did bring in the that's the sidebar. We are not using the sidebar at this moment. So we brought in videos. Authentication is still there. Counter is not really needed for now. Fetch data, it's also not needed for now. Let's continue with the thing in here. So imports Razor in the same folder, brings in all the layout items. The imports Razor file is similar to the viewports CS.html for Razor views and pages, but applies specific Razor component. Specifying a layout in the imports Razor overrides the layout specified as the router's default app layout, which is described in the following section. Do not add a Razor layout directive in the root imports Razor, which results in an infinite loop of layouts. Don't do that. To control the default app layout, specify the layout in the router component. For more information, see the following. Apply a layout to an app. Interesting that they put some links in there for sections that are exactly there. The layout Razor directory only applies to the layout routable Razor lay component with a page directive. Applying a default layout to an app. App.razor. We do have an app.razor in here. Something with cascading authentication state. Router app assembly is type of app assembly, and this is called app. Apparently this is program in here. Found context route data, authentication route data, default layout, main layout. If you're not authorized, then you have a no access going on. Otherwise, something else. Focus on navigate, route data, selector H1. Not found. Sorry, there's nothing at this address. That's what you see if you do something like F5. And if you do something, this does not exist. There you have it. Sorry, there's nothing at this address, and there's a bug in my screen again. Mosquito. There it is. Then you get routed in the not found part of this, and put it in the main layout thingy. Layout type of main layout. Everything by default looks like it is put in the main layout. This one as well, the default layout's main layout. That means that's this one. This we already have. So we can also add the login display. And there's the body, article class. So let's continue reading. With the release of ASP.NET Core 5.01 of addition blah blah, the router component includes prefer exact message parameter set to true. For more information, say migrate to from 3.1 to 5.0. So we probably have to fix that from the old SDN side. For more information on router components, see core Blazor Routing. Specifying the layout as a default layout in the router component is useful practice because you can override the layout on per component or per folder basis as described in the preceding sections in the article. We recommend using a router component to set the app's default layout because it's the most general and flexible approach for using layouts. Applying a layout to arbitrary content. Layout component. To set the layout for arbitrary Razor template content, specify the layout of a layout view component. Specify the layout with a layout view component. You can use a layout view in any Razor component. The following example sets a layout component named arrow layout for the main layout component, not found template. That's the arrow layout in this case. Page not found, sorry, there is nothing at this address. Is there an arrow layout in here? No. Oh, that's basically it. So if we go to, we have an arrow layout, copy. Don't do that. Let's do this. So we have a main layout. You can also make that. Is there a CSS underneath? Yes. Copy this and paste this and make that a rename to arrow layout. Razor. Yeah. And make that now the body. Where's the body in here? Main. Background image, sidebar, top row. Top row. There's no body item in here. Soup. Still navigation, trademark, but in this case I want the body to be red in background. Oh. Let's see, because this is taking in the body in here. That will take in where was it? The app.razor here. That's an alert. There's the main part. The body is in there, so what we need to do here is navigation also in there? No. Yeah, it was in there. The classes page. I would think div class equals to page, like this. Just put some quotes around it. Not going to pretty print it, apparently. Navigation. We have the body and footer. Then we would have the body, put that in something like this. Copy. See what that's doing. Oh, build errors. Why? Why is that not allowed anymore? Is it because of this one? Oh, wait. Oh, double quote alert. Build succeeded. What's this? Deep is not a valid pseudo element. Deep. Pseudo element is used to insert content immediately after the content of an element. Okay. Interesting. But it's a warning, so let's ignore it for now. Five. Oh. Yes. No. Why is it not running? So now we have the videos like this. Now we have the admin is still not existing, so you're going to give an error on this. Sorry, there's nothing at this address. So this should be red or something. This is the blog, new page. And about is also non-existing. So we should have a admin and a blog page. So this is imported on all the things in the folder apparently. Blazor, that's the layout. Role alert, what's a role in this? Using the alert role, accessibility, oh okay. Danger. Where's the danger? This one is danger. Class is alert. Copy. So accessibility should also be a note on my thingy. Accessibility. Role alert. Curious to see how this was set. Let's make an arrow there. Admin. There it is. Now it's red. That's much better. Much better. Still doesn't look like anything, but that will come over time. First need to find out how this picture is inserted. be so simple. Add image Blazor page. Local image, static image, images. Trying to show an image in Blazor view, but it's not working. It shows only an image icon. Here's my results. Root images. Let's make that indeed images in here. Not images. You're probably running into this bug. Blazor issues. You need to remove the tilde to make it work. Is that all? Try this. Images. ASP append version. Why is the ASP append version for? Run into this bug. Blah, blah, blah. This worked for me. But what the solution underscore. What this solution underscore is pretty interesting. What was the issue there? I have to remove the tilde slash. Project templates should have private assets. It's all. Source, the width. Images, then something. Image source. Try that. Let's bring that back to images. Publish profile, service dependencies. Let's fix this. What's the main page? This one, I think. This one. And then where's the tilde? This apparently is not working. Slash images. What does it say? Unclosed header tag with no matching end tag. Yeah, because I need to add another quote in there. One. Save. 5. Yes, so why was it failing just now? Now we can remove the header. That's fixed. So let's try the tilde again. See if that's still working. Tilde. Remove the header. Let's go to SurveyMonkey for Studio. Okay. Oh, why is now my thingy? Oh, that's because of the tilde. Go away, mosquito. So this is the menu. For now, that is admin. We need to create an admin page. Where's the pages here? Copy, paste, and paste, because we need have to about.razor. And we need an admin.razor. And the about will say something about me. Go away, nothing like that. About soft as in software. You should be able to take this out of this page, and that's something we need to do, I think, in the next live coding thing. About, and then we have an admin page. Clear it out as well. So we have a lot of placeholders now. Save. Fetch data and counter can go basically, but let's keep it in for now. That's a little bit of reference. Let's see what's happening here. I should update that subscribe button, because it's a bit old logo in there, and this old face. I know I am old. Wow, what's this? Reload, and it's failing. Why is it failing? Shut down. Why is it failing? Survey prompt. What's a survey prompt? So why is this failing then? Let's go in here and Press F12. What's it usually then, F12? More tools. Developer tools. Yeah. What's the usual shortcut for F12 then? No. Short function key. F12. There's a wide range of functions on Microsoft Word. Save as. Control F12. F12 Edge. Select F12 or Ctrl Shift I. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I'll close the page. Let's see it building 5. Why is it failing? What's this? Object not set to reference. Following routes are ambiguous. The admin and about. Oh yes, stupid. Stupid. Well, nothing. Should say stupid. Let's fix that because I just make a plain copy of this. I created an about, but it's not about, it's videos. It should be about. And we have an admin page that's called videos. It should be admin. Save. And save. Ctrl Shift S. Save all. Let's run it again. Run it, boys. There it is. Now we have videos, a list of videos, admin, and we have a blog externally. We have an about page. Doing it again. Videos, but we also should have a home. Let's get back to home. So the main layout should also have something like, oh, I broke something there. Nav Blazor home. navlink href empty. But I don't use that yet. I should do that. Navlinks, where did I put it? Where's the page that I found this? I think I closed it already. Again, then. Nav, what's it called? Nav home Blazor. This is if it's found or not. Page Blazor route. Oh, he already puts it in app Blazor. Blazor route. Supports multiple route templates. You can put multiple route templates in apparently. Found and not found. Multiple assemblies. What's this? You can make that dynamic. Router uses route param. Oh, okay, nice. Route constraints. That's nice. Routing with URLs that contain dots. So routing should be also a topic that we need to go have a look at. Routing. And obviously also the YouTube API. YouTube API. So let's make this. Is that enough? Home. Five. Now we have about. We have the blog that's external, admin. We have videos with some videos. And there's the homepage. And if we say something bad, then we get a red page. I like this Bootstrap thingy. I can do that with this as well. Google Bootstrap danger. It's a text danger. Background. Let's try this. Copy. Close this. That's the div. And we're going to put the trademark message in. Remove the text. Save. 5. There it is. And now we go to align things, maybe. What if we make this buttons? Google Bootstrap Nav Bar buttons. Button. There it is. So we have a nav class. Let's make this one for now. Copy. Let's see how that looks like. Then we go to wrap up. There's a bar. But my navigation is going, oh, there's my navigation. There's home, videos, admin, blog. There's another one, about. Nav bar dark, but the text is hardly readable because these items, what are these? It's like nav items. Brand, home link disabled. Home link disabled. What's this? Search something. So we have something like this, collapsible. Copy. Close this. So let's see, this is the active item. That should be home. Nav link to home. Class. Current. And list nav item, nav link. So what if I put, oh, that's the wrong button. Something like this in there. Let's just remove this for now. The about page. Save. Let's F5 here. Oh, now it's even worse. Oh, because the hyperlink color is not right. What if I look at this one? Is this? Go back in here. That's all buttons. This is a button. Yeah, this is a compressed one. And then we have these ones. Should be something like this. Copy. Let's move that into here. Just as for reference. So we have a class link, a nav link. This is home. This goes to the root. Then we have something similar like this. Copy. That should go to videos. And this go videos. Then we have a copy of this. Called admin. And it will go to, you can guess it, admin. And the next one will go to, well, the question is, can we do a target blank on that? I think we can, because it's just an href. And it should say blog. Then the last one. about, and this is about, about, save, then kill all of this. Let's see what we get from this. Now we have a nice vertical menu. That still works. Yeah. How do we get this horizontal? Navbar expand, dark, turn background transparent. Does it need a jumbotron container in there? Yeah, a div, and we have another div. See what that's doing. Jumbotron container. This is all bootstrapping. Oh, okay. Well, that's ugly. Ugly little thing. Maybe we have a starter here. Don't open the blog every time. It's good for my stats, but not really what I want in here. Google. Don't want that. Google. Center text. Bootstrap. What's the class for that? Text center. Add a class text center to the parent div to align the item inside the center. Inside to center. So if we want this, it again. Yes, enable my AI things. And I know what that it will train. This is now centered. It should also be centered. It should be centered. Yeah, we'll fix that next time. Also, I need to make separate backgrounds. I'm hunted by mosquitoes today. Make this separate from the background so that if you're going to resize it, that it's going to shift with it. For now, I think we had some good results. Really basic Blazor web design, if you can call it design, that is. I'm not so really sure that's actually a design, but yeah. So what have we been doing this evening is looking at the Blazor layout structure. We've seen that you have the imports razor item to make sure that it imports in all the items below that in the same folder. We imported images for the header, centered some text, and started to create a navigation bar. And so little basic stuff there. And yeah, as said, I probably won't be here on Thursday because we have a soccer match that evening for the Conference League. It is, I think, for my favorite. Well, favorite. They are losing a lot these days. Soccer team, and so probably won't be around. So I think I will see you next week. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel because I also will try to make some summary videos of all the things that we've been doing, like adding the WordPress blog on your own hosted Azure environment, and things like creating the Blazor client application from scratch. And where is this mosquito going again? Let's wrap it up because I'm getting eaten alive. Thanks. See you later. Bye bye.